Rocking with pettyblog.com.
It's your boy Snoop D-O-double-G, and you are now watching the Petty Blog.
I can't be on the Petty Blog.
Petty and T.
Oh, Petty.
So they already know that I'm dropping the T.
This man said since I've been with her, I wrote 90% of her material.
So let's get right into it. So basically, long story short, Remy Ma has reacted to her soon-to-be ex-husband Papoose swearing on his daughter's life that he wrote 90% of her music since they've been together, including CONCEITED, and even insinuating that he wrote SHETHER.
I wrote 90% of your rhymes since I met you.
And in reaction to finding this out, she had a question for those who believe him.
Are you dumb?
Because in her defense, if that's true, she's basically saying, how is that possible when she'd been spitting and had hits before she met him? You know, she was featured on songs like Ante Up, Lean Back, just to name a few. So if it's true that Papoose has been writing her bars, then that would mean that she must have had a, ghostwriter back then too? That's basically what it had to be if Papoose is claiming this, right? Now, as someone who is a fan of both, I'm gonna say that, and was always a fan of Remy when she first came out, even when she was battle rapping back then, her pen was nice. So did somebody pen that for her? You know when she was saying,
Back on the map, see I'm a beautiful bitch that just happened to rap.
and she clowned the way he freestyles. Come on, that's not fair. Yeah, he had that flow in a freestyle or 2 or 3, but he also uses different flows and different freestyles. He does switch it up.
Cold summer, here come all the whack rappers now. Oh, brother. Papoose is a god, look how hard he be spitting. Came from an era where people remembered phone numbers. He got a gift, he should sell his songs with a ribbon. Papoose is a prophet, he's smart as Moses. When it comes to lyrics, who the coldest? Spitting bars with the wisdom. He ain't been the same since Remy Ma went to prison.
Without further ado, here's her reaction. Plus, in case you missed what Papoose had to say, we're gonna add that video to this video too, because we know that not all of y'all seen that. So yeah, check it out.
This man said since I've been with her, I wrote 90% of her material.
I wrote 90% of your rhymes since I met you.
He over there all live, like the girl he is, emotional. Shaking my head. Now I gotta sit here and wait. Bad enough I got him all the followers. This is the most people who ever had on his live in his life. He's so mad he don't got a freestyle. He's so mad he don't got a freestyle to drop right now. Ooh, he is furious. He don't got one of those. He is so mad he ain't got one of those on cock ready to go. So mad. He been saying, I'm gonna tell everybody I wrote your rhymes. I said, and anybody that believes you is just as dumb as you. Period. See, the reason why that won't work with you, sir, I was out here before you came, sir. I was here. I was here. I was here already. Stupid. No, to be the queen of rap, you can't have a ghostwriter.
So let's get right into it. So we all know by now that Pap and Rem have been going at it like crazy, but what makes it that much more shocking is the fact that not only were they once couple goals and black love goals, but they were goals period because of the way Papoose treated Rem. You know, he held her down for years while she was locked up, and when she came out, he still made his life all about her. I mean, he basically worshipped the ground that she walked on, and we all witnessed it. I mean, even Remy couldn't doubt that. So now to see him exposing her is next level shock. Like, what the helly? What the helly? And for those who may have missed that, here's a quick briefing. So basically, Clarissa went on a Breakfast Club, and when asked,
He said there's some things he needs to handle.
she subliminally blamed the fact that her man Pap is still married to Remy because from her understanding,
From my perspective,
it was being held up on Remy's end, okay? And she addressed it as the elephant in the room, and that made Remy go off.
I am not holding nobody. A hold down goes both ways. I've never ever been with somebody that was just holding me down, not doing that. I was paying rent from jail.
And Papoose said no ma'am, and surprisingly got on that same type time and went live to expose her too. He said "Two could play that game, ma'am." And amongst all the things that he said, the following is one of the most shocking.
I wrote 90% of your rhymes since I met you.
Wait, y'all thought that's all he said? Nah. Later in his next live, he circled back to some more details, okay, on how he saved her one time in rap when she was in a crisis.
And I saved her life one time in music too. She was in a crisis. Papoose pen to the rescue.
AKA, he wrote SHETHER. No. And for those who are going to say he didn't say it directly, so it can't be true, it can't be that, and we don't know what we're talking about, yes, we do.
Y'all don't know what's really going on. Y'all need to stop commenting on it. Yes, they do.
Yes, we do. He's talking about SHETHER, case closed, and if not, please tell us what other rap crisis that she had where she needed some saving.
Papoose pen to the rescue.
Clearly, it was the SHETHER era when Rem felt like Nicki kept throwing shots at her every feature, from this one to that one to the Jason Derulo one. So Remy felt compelled to come back and destroy Nick once and for all. And now Pap is giving us the hint that yup, it was actually him, like a lot of y'all kept saying anyway. Y'all remember, right? When people kept saying, "It's no way that Remy's pen is that nice, that she responded too fast.
I responded in less than 48 hours. Nick knows
It must have been pre-planned. That wordplay was too crazy."
I'm wailing out, about to hit Nick with the cannon.
I mean, Nicki told y'all it was Pap, and she said it more ways than one that he wrote SHETHER. And now fast forward 8 years later, and you can see that she might have been right all along.
You two wrote an ether record, but I broke a Aretha record. Ghost right in hell, you wish you was scrapped. Guess you needed a pat.
She was telling the truth? Now, after he exposed that he's the one responsible for 90% of the words that came out of Remy's mouth on beats,
all the music I wrote, everything, she claimed it as hers.
When someone asked, "You wrote this too at Papoose? Cause it's fire," with the Remy My Conceited song playing in the background, he said the answer is yes, I did. Shrug emoji, and I put this on my daughter's life. Oh wow. He put it on his daughter's life, so there's no way he could be lying. I don't know. I don't think he'd do that. That'd be crazy. And I'm not gonna lie, I have been a fan of Remy since she came out, and I love that Conceited track. But just overall, and all the bars that she's been known for, I would be lying if I say that I'm not disappointed that she allegedly only wrote 10% of what she spat. Especially being that she is always talking about her pen game and how other girls don't pen their raps.
Drake penning, Wayne penning, and since your first boyfriend left, bitch ain't winning.
Only to find this out. So on Conceited, when she said,
If you like to hear it go, I wrote a song about it.
the lie detector determined that
was a lie.
allegedly. Don't forget that part. And just know that Papoose is a Pisces like me. And one thing about us, we got receipts, baby. Receipts of what you did, when you did it, and when you least expect it. Just in case you forgot you said it or you did it, we damn sure kept the record of it somewhere in our files. And specifically for those liars and for those who suddenly have amnesia. So you'd be crazy to think that Pap doesn't have proof that he wrote her raps. He already said he has the receipts in his email drafts, and best believe he dropped that SHETHER clue because he got receipts too. I won't be surprised if he has a reference track of himself in 2017 spitting the SHETHER to show Remy how to flow it on the beat.
Ghostwriter's back, so you think you lit. Revolution, I'm a ghostbuster, bitch.
Again, him writing 90% of her music is still allegations. But with that said, if true, do y'all think that Nicki deserves an apology from all of y'all? We want to know your thoughts.
In Nicki's favor, she was right.
You don't know what's really going on. I wrote 90% of your rhymes since I met you. I can type a word from any one of your verses for the past time I've been with you. I wrote like 3 songs on your first album. I can come in my email drafts right now, which has dates on them, y'all. 2016-14, and you can literally see her lyrics pop up. The whole rapper pop up. So I'm pushing her, I'm doing the contracts, I'm booking the shows, I'm writing the music. I've wrote hit records for her. Wrote one of her biggest records. We're gonna get to that later. And I saved her life one time in music too. She was in a crisis. Papoose pen to the rescue. Papoose pen to the rescue.
To the rescue.